Welcome back to another episode of Should You Watch This with the Popcorn Priest. I am the Popcorn Priest, and today I'm not going to be recording a bunch of intros on all of these, but I feel like some of them need a little bit of explanation so that you know where we're coming from. Only when we have new guests or there's something interesting about the episode that I want to draw attention to. So in particular, this one, it's our debut of Cole and Taylor. These guys are awesome. I met them at the theater. They know a ton about movies. Between the three of us combined, we have so much wealth of movie knowledge that we can impart upon you. And they kind of remind me of the two old guys from Sesame Street. Not because they're old, because I'm actually older than they are, but they interrupt me all the time, but in a really good way because they provide really cool commentary and it's really funny. And I hope you enjoy. We are reviewing Jaws specifically because of the new Blu-ray transfer at the time. So that's why we watched this. And with that, dun dun dun. Ba, 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 ba. Welcome to another episode of our podcast of the Popcorn Priest.
Epicast.
Yeah, exactly. So the last time you joined with us, it was my wife and I. She has since declined. Well, no, not divorced,
Moved
but
on to greener pastures.
she's since declined the
Blessings of the priest.
Yeah, the blessings of the priest, and is now not joining us. But
The cease and desist order was sent.
Committed apostasy from the Church of Cinema.
maybe she will join me in upcoming podcasts. But for right now, you're joining the Movie of the Month Club, where we have Cole Bereans, who
Hey,
is.
what happened to my nickname? You already blew it.
Oh shoot! What's your nickname?
Doesn't matter anymore. The secret's gone. The mystery's been revealed. You let Pandora. No, just keep going.
All right, and then we've got Taylor Tribe.
Blueberry
Resident
scone.
shark expert.
Exactly. So we've just watched Jaws, 1975 Academy Award winner Steven Spielberg directs one of the most influential and gripping adventures in film history about the hunt of a deadly great white shark, or a robotronic shark that failed so he couldn't film it. Anyway, starring Roy Schneider and Robert Shaw
Richard Dreyfuss.
He's not credited on the Amazon streaming version. All right, so this seems to be the version that was what's it called? It's kind of late. The transfer where they went back and fixed all the
Digital remaster.
digital remastered, yeah, and even streaming it was pretty good. So I've seen it on Blu-ray, and pretty amazing what they did with this film. But anyway, impressions. You haven't seen it, Cole, for a long time.
Not since I was a wee boy.
That's a very insightful. Thank you.
Statements of fact.
I'm too invested in this blueberry scone right now.
Cole is eating a blueberry scone for the listeners at home who cannot. This is a podcast. It's not a film where we're watching you eat the blueberry scone.
I wish that was. That'd be an interesting film. We could shoot it in black and white and only show like half my face.
Be like one of those like Scandinavian TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
Just watch people knit for 5 hours.
Oh, that sounds so interesting.
I really liked Shaw's entrance into the film with his screeching of his fingernails down the chalkboard and asking for well above the rate to hunt down the shark, which was $3,000, and he wanted $10,000.
You should have done a slow tracking shot onto his sideburns. That would have been a more dramatic introduction.
Yeah, he had some pretty killer sideburns for sure. Chops.
Where's he supposed to be from in this movie? Because
He's from the island. He's just a fisherman.
that accent does not.
Oh no, it's from Cleveland.
No.
He says when he's floating out on the boat, he meets
No,
a
he
friend
said that
from
he-
Cleveland.
No, that is,
The
oh
guy
yeah,
was
his
from Cleveland.
one of his
it's a friend of
friends.
mine from Cleveland.
I don't know. He sounds like he's from like the UK or something.
Well, you can investigate that further if you'd like.
Well, I don't like him, but he served with the U.S. military, which is why I'm confused.
Even though it was the Navy, you mean?
I said the U.S. military.
Well, but if
It's
you
an
say,
umbrella term.
if you say Navy to the military, they'll make sure that you distinct.
I think they would be like, yeah, we're in the military.
No, I'm pretty sure they get pissed because you got to be definitive as to which branch and which they serve.
Well, we don't know which one he served. He could have been in the Air Force.
He was on a boat, but he's in the Air Force.
Yeah, how do you think the Army got around? They didn't swim.
Do you think that was his real tooth that he pulled out?
Yeah,
Like
Given
like the Jim Carrey.
given that
Broken
given that it's
tooth.
1975, and
Yeah.
He probably knocked it out. He's a man of his craft.
who was quite the alcoholic in real life, so I'm sure a nice stumble probably knocked it out for him one day during a blackout.
Well, so obviously, I mean, spoiler alert.
There's a shark.
There's a shark, and well, Taylor originally said
I'm
that
the shark expert.
the Jaws name was just for the
I thought it was
the
about bear traps originally. I was kind of surprised.
the Jaws that are in Shaw's or what's his character name?
Quint.
Quint's little hut.
Quintessential.
He's like boiling shark bones, shark jaws.
Shark pellets.
Yeah, but it's just obviously
Like, I mean,
shark.
Like if you look at it like from the shark's perspective, he's like he killed more of them than this shark killed of humans.
He's a deranged psychopath.
Like he's the real like monster. I mean, like the Jaws. Like if it was called Jaws, and then you go into this guy and you see this murderer with his trophies of Jaws, you're like, oh,
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. The real villain is the mayor and
man,
and
the
man
hubris of man.
and man.
It's like Frankenstein, but in the sea.
Man brutalized by nature for his hubris and arrogance.
It's a very hard PG as well.
In our frivolousness with trash to pollutant that gathers in the ocean, until one day the shark said no more.
The shark is out for revenge.
We saw what?
Soda cans that killed his mother.
So what was the death count? There was
There was the teens.
The boy,
The teens
the
at the
girl. What? It was just one girl.
beginning. Yeah.
the one girl, the boy,
The
the
boy,
guy in the boat,
guy in the boat.
and then
A certain character who won't be named.
Spoiler alert.
the rowboat guy that gets knocked out when his son gets in.
Oh, that was the one.
We
I
already
counted.
counted him.
No, but then the other guy in the boat.
So that's
Spoiler.
5,
No, there's 4 so far.
4. So yeah, 4. That's what I had.
And then there's like 100 or so people from Shaw's story. Quint's
316.
story.
Yeah.
316.
So this is more than Rambo 2, maybe.
It's like really, I mean, it's a war
It's
between
like-
man and shark.
Citation: 316 deaths not seen.
Not seen but heard about.
So
Reported to have occurred.
I don't think they had the budget for that much fake blood.
so how would you rate this film, Cole? And would you recommend it?
In terms of 1 to 10, from Shawshank Redemption to Piranha 3D, Piranha 3D being the obvious 10, I'd have to say it's about a 12.
Awesome. I like it. And would you recommend it?
Probably.
Probably. All right. Taylor, did you like it? Would you recommend it? What would you rate it?
For fans that go to Red Lobster merely to take out their anger, this is like video porn for them.
It looks like, well, they got 2,020 reviews on Amazon Prime, and there's
Ranked number 215 on IMDb's top
Fi-
250 movies.
5. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 stars. Sorry, and I'm stealing Taylor's answer here.
I think it's pretty good, but it does bother me if you stop and think about it, how it's essentially a serial killer movie. The cops are investigating it. Like, they just can't seem to find him. They can't seem to stop him. They don't understand his motives.
No one believes the killer's on the
And
loose.
the killer denies it because he doesn't want to cause a panic. When again, it's just an animal. I mean,
weren't we saying that it was possibly the mayor?
I'm convinced it's like either
no,
the
it was
sheriff
Dreyfus and Dreyfus
or the sheriff.
I'm thinking it was Old Man Nipples.
Or Richard Dreyfuss has a nice little remote control shark. There was terrorize the town.
There was for sure that
I would
Old
say,
Man Nipples.
It was Quint because he's the one with the financial incentive. He terrorizes the town.
Oh yeah, that's
with
right.
His robot shark.
That's right.
And then he says, "Yo, give me $10,000 and I'll make the shark problem go away." It's like muscling them with his pet shark.
He planted the shark. There is no shark.
I think you mean extortion.
The shark's in the mind.
It's a proverbial shark.
The shark is the quintessential evolution of fear.
But I mean, you turn that off and it's just nature, humans being brutalized by nature, which I can't help but support.
All right, so Cole's rating.
I'm looking forward to The Revenant, by the way, for the same reason.
Cole's rating.
That's more Leo taking his revenge on the people that ditch him because of the bear.
I'm just saying the bear is the part that I'm looking forward to. And getting brutalized for it.
What are you gonna do for the rest
For daring to escape
All right.
civilization like
What are
he
you going to do for
does.
the rest of the hour and a half after the bear attack?
You know,
All right,
I could
okay.
leave and I
We
would
may
enjoy that movie
may or
still.
may not review The Revenant in the future, but we're actually talking about Jaws here.
Wait, there's bears in the water?
No, Jaws.
Yeah, essentially apex predators of the water are bears. Go with
So
it.
just to review.
It looked like a bear had sex with a shark and it made a baby.
Okay, all right. So this podcast is supposed to only be 15
You
minutes
can call it a
long.
bark.
All right, so just to review,
And his bite would be worse than itself.
you guys are as bad as my wife.
It hibernated under the ocean for 6 months in the trench.
Okay, all right.
Feeding on ocean bottom berries.
All right, let's just to recap because we're nearing the end of this podcast because I don't know how many people are going to really want to listen to this, but
Everybody.
I would if I were me. Anyway, so Cole's rating
That's good news
was
for you, Chris.
out of 1 out of 10.
12.
He gave it a 12. And what was your rating
I
again,
would give
Taylor?
it an 8 if you can wave your hands and be okay with the serial killer monster shark. I'd say it's pretty good.
So 8 out of 10 is what your scale
I'd
is.
say an 8 out of 10.
Okay, and so obviously I'm
Or
the
10 is 7, of course. If we're going to use serial killer.
Are you taking the mean of the overall total?
all right.
Maybe
So
Zodiac at 9. Maybe also 10.
my rating, of course, is buckets of popcorn or bags of popcorn. My top rating would be a golden bucket of popcorn. I think this is very, very worth your time. I wouldn't bring your kids, like Chappelle would say, even though it says PG-13. There's some.
PG.
Oh yeah, this is pre PG-13. So this is a PG film that,
It's more violent than a lot of PG-13 films.
yeah, quite a bit of blood, shark blood, human blood.
Body
Yeah,
parts.
you see a foot or a leg, an
Foot
arm.
sans body.
Yeah, you see very. Yeah,
Oh,
you see
that's
very-
right. And the guy in the boat. We forgot that. The guy in the boat.
Yeah, you see various human body parts. At
You
random
see
stages.
humans,
And some hair.
yes.
Some head hair, possibly.
Yeah.
What's wrong with hair?
You should cover that up.
It's dead hair. I don't know. Okay, so anyway, you guys can now look forward to many.
What rating would you apply to a bronze bucket of popcorn if you're rating this a gold?
Well, it goes gold, then it goes large bucket. So it's out of 5, my rating scale. So gold, or not gold. Yeah, did I say golden?
You said golden, and then you said
Yeah,
large.
so golden, large, medium,
How about you do large, extra large, and double chubby?
Right.
Yeah, diabetes, heart attack.
I give this a golden double chubby.
Jeez.
It sounds like a diabetic sex girl.
Oh my gosh.
It's so good you can turn off the lights and not think about it.
Exactly. The joy just washes over you like warm butter, baby.
I hope this mic is capturing all these comments. I have to get a better mic so that we can hear everything. But anyway, so that's our rating. Look forward to more of these podcasts as we meet once a month. We should have been doing this the last
3 years.
3 years.
My life.
Whoa. And that's it. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.